Sup, it's your boy Big Reg coming to you once again from the shadow of the big house. This time sitting here dejected, disappointed, um, but, but not in despair or desperate. Okay. And I think that's a key difference between me and a lot of Michigan Nation right now. I saw a lot of things that need to be improved, but I do believe that we will get them improved once we get going again. Let me start over. Let me start over. I didn't even mention the game. Sorry. Sup, it's your boy Big Reg coming to you once again from the shadow of the big house. And this week, we are sitting here dejected and disappointed with the Michigan Wolverines after their defeat in Norman, Oklahoma to the Oklahoma Sooners. Good gravy, folks. That game was a tough, tough watch. Whole game, I don't know how many times I wrote it, but the whole game, it looked like the Oklahoma Sooners were being gracious hosts and they wanted to give us the game. Okay. There was so many times where the Sooners would just wanted to give us the victory. Okay. They kept turning the ball over, fumbling punts, getting crazy penalties to keep our drives alive. I mean, it was just crazy. It was like, we give it to you, the people of Ann Arbor. Take it. It's yours. And instead of grabbing it with two hands and taking the victory back to Ann Arbor, the Michigan Wolverines gave it right back. It was like a giving gifts at a Korean business meeting. I know that's it. 괜찮아요, 괜찮아요. 아니요, 받으세요. 이거를 받으세요. And you just watching it all, just frustrated out of your mind. Anywho, joining me tonight in frustration. First, as always, the one and only producer, Jay Bizzle.
Man, someone requested the desert heat check session, so I'm gonna say nothing.
Oh,
Two, also, I'm okay. I'm okay right now. It's a long season. It's a long season.
wow, a very measured response to this Michigan performance. Was not expecting that. Well, I know this next guest won't let me down when it comes to hyperbole and overreaction. It's going to be the one, the only, Mr. Squarehead.
I got 4 words. I told you so.
Oh,
I told you so. I told
oh,
you Bryce Underwood would be a dud. I told you that Michigan new offensive coordinator, all the hype. Come on, man. JC from Sunnyside is dodging. Dodging. Not dodging. He's dodging. Where's JC? Where you at? Where you at, boy?
oh my goodness gracious. He's calling everybody and their grandmothers this week. But you know what? If there's one point I can't argue against right now is the fact that all during the off season we heard about how creative Chip Lindsey was going to be with this quote unquote new offense, how he was going to be able to um, be much better at developing, um, a talented young freshman, Bryce Underwood. But I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed to see that the lack of creativity in the game plan from the last weekend.
Mm.
You know what? One thing that I consistently hear from this panel, especially from JC, is that come on, man, let them develop. Let them develop. They're gonna develop over the year, and even during the game, the whole time we're texting, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're saving it. We're saving it for the second half. We're saving." What are you saving, man? Just let the freaking thing go from the beginning. What is the point of saving anything during a? I don't understand. What are you saving until the end? Even Wink, this guy just stands there. calling these stupid plays, and at the end he starts blitzing and giving pressure. Why don't you do that at the beginning of the game? What are you saving, man?
Well, let me just say this in the defense of the defense. Honestly, the defense in my mind didn't play that bad. There was the only drive that I was really disappointed with was that one, the first or the only touchdown drive they had in the second half when they had 2 to 3 opportunities to end the drive. They could have had an interception. They missed that. And then the other glaring one was the missed tackle on the sack opportunity on
Oh,
3rd and long.
oh.
He had him in his hands, let him go, and then Mateer let out that bomb for a 40-yard pickup or whatever the heck it was. So, those kind of things where the coaching staff put them in position to make plays. And it was just disappointing to see that they came up just a little bit short and they didn't make the plays. So, for those kind of situations.
It's I've had time to decompress after that Saturday. I was live basically streaming it with Bagman on another text thread. So I had this shadow text thread, I had Bagman on another text thread, and oh man, like maybe the reason why I feel much more, I guess, calm about it is that he let all the aggression out in the text thread, and so that kind of like helped me to be Karth whatever about it. But anyway,
Cathartic.
um this we got to be realistic, and this is I think where Squarehead was very adamant about this, like not trying to overhype us last week, trying to set us, with some expectations, maybe a little bit more negative than what we're used to, but I think it
Mm,
really helped to balance for me what this whole year is going to be about. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I didn't think we were going to go undefeated. I did think we were going to lose this game. uh, I I really had more hope that we would see a lot more things out of this game, and I would be satisfied if we lost this game like 35-34, because we actually had a fighting chance to do some things. But then this is where I think the reality of it has to set in, is that maybe this coaching staff is not thinking about this year as
don't say that.
undefeated. No, I'm saying like undefeated. I think they're trying to build towards something.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, so what are they? What they're saving? They're saving it for next year and the third year and the fourth year. What are they saying? You know what it is? I think it's a Michigan curse. You know what I think it is? You can bring in an offensive coordinator who only throws the ball 99%, who throws the ball 99% of the time. But when they get here, they get zapped by this Michigan curse. And you know what they have to do? They have to run the ball on 3rd and 9 up the middle when we haven't even gotten more than like 2 yards of carry. You know what they have to do on 3rd and 14? They're going to throw a quick screen out to the right flat so then we can miss tackles and get tackled for a loss. It's a Michigan curse, man. That's what it is. And you know what happened? What happens is like every 20 years or so, you catch lightning in a bottle and that stuff works and you win a natty. That's exactly what worked with JJ McCarthy and all those guys. I mean, think about it, man. Every time we get something, we just play into a system. We don't use the players and the talents they have. We force these players to play into the Michigan curse. That's what it is.
Man, Michigan, look at this guy. Come on, let's
Uh, so wait,
let's just rewind that
let me
just a little
finish my
bit.
statement before Mr. Squarehead went off on it. I
Good
mean I do
gravy.
I he there's validity in what you're saying. I think there is a system that we were trying to play, but we it's proven now we don't have that level of talent that we think we have, or we thought we have, or we tried to play with what we have. And I think that's the part where that was really where I was most disappointed, is that yeah, like the ability of coaches to plan around deficiencies. So, for example, like this offensive line, it is not where it should be, and it's not even close, and that was apparent. It was kind of apparent basically in New Mexico also. It just happened to be New Mexico wore out and they couldn't stay with us. Oklahoma different talent level once and for all to kind of think about that. But I think that's the part where it was like, yeah, like third and short and they're stacking the box. Like it's like not I'm sorry, but any other person who's playing Madden NCAA would be like, okay, let me throw the ball then, or let me do something, or even have a quarterback who can run outside and do something like that. But jamming it up the middle, just for, I guess, what Squared's calling a curse is valid. Like, who the heck does that? Like, everyone was standing there and you see it and they did it and they did it again and they did it again and you're just kind of frustrated with that. But I honestly think that uh there was something about this game plan for Oklahoma that was uh like, I don't know, it was just, it seemed like really weird that we would do that, especially. And then the reason why I say this is because if we have a talent like Bryce Underwood, which some people don't believe that he's a talent, but I think he still is, like, we did nothing to help him. We did nothing. I mean, he was like trying to call an audible, and then Justice was mad at him because he called the audible, but then the wide receiver didn't even know the audible was happening. And then it's like those kind of things are apparent that like they're not on the same page about like what's going on. So that was just the really frustrating parts about it.
Look at him. He's still all he's
He's
like
boiling.
charging up right now. That's what he's doing.
He
He's
just did his like Naruto like explosion or whatever, and then
I know
he's
he's storing up all the bile to release in bursts. And let me say this then. We can't forget the fact though, and again, this is not an excuse for the lack of adjustments the coaching staff made, but can't can't forget the fact that Michigan basically played without their first or second string tight end for most of the game. Hogan Hansen, I think, had a couple snaps, but he wasn't running routes that game. And Marlon Klein, of course, never even checked in. But for me, it was apparent that the lack of any type of threat from the tight end position in the passing game, number one, was a huge factor. But almost as important in my mind was the 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 drop off in the blocking ability from first string and second string to, let's say third and fourth string tight ends was huge. And you saw it in the run game, saw it in the passing game. The importance of good tight end play to this Michigan offense, whether it's Chip Kelly, I'm not Chip Kelly, what am I saying? Chip Lindsey, um, Sharon Moore, Kirk Campbell, whoever you want to say. That you need a tight end to run this offense. Otherwise, you're cooked. You're cooked. We couldn't do anything, and it showed. It might be one thing if
But
we had better wide receivers. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, right now, our wide receiving core is not at that level just yet.
dude, I'm telling you, it's a Michigan curse.
Oh, come
Let me ask you
on.
this. Did the
Stop
two
it.
tight ends break their legs like a second, like I don't know, an hour before kickoff? These coaches knew these guys were not playing. They should be able to use the talent they have and come up with schemes or something that will help them. I don't know, but like move the ball down the field. You saw nothing in terms of trying to use what we have to move the ball. It was just the same old every single play. I mean, we could have all been in a room and said, okay, this is what's going to happen. And that's what would have happened. I mean, use some creativity, make some adjustments, move the pocket to the left or the right where Underwood likes to run, or I don't know, just do something, man.
Yeah,
Every single play, I was sitting there and I turned to the guy to my left. I said, hey, look, this is going to be a run up the middle. And you know what happened?
What
A
happened?
run up the middle.
Lie. I don't believe you. I don't
Come
believe
on,
What
man.
are you, O's Perlman? Come on,
And
get out of here, this guy.
I was texting with you guys. Underwood. I mean, who was that quarterback? I can't remember. Someone said Joe Milton, but this guy, he literally tries to throw the ball a million miles an hour every single throw. Come on, man. Learn how to throw a touch ball or
No, he
something.
doesn't.
Come on.
No, now you're going too far.
This guy's
Stop it. Stop.
highly overrated. He's going to be a dud.
No,
You're talking
that's
crazy.
false. But anyways, again, Square brings up somewhat of a valid point. I think man, I like just comparatively, one, I think that we got to give credit to Baylor, or not Baylor, Oklahoma, defensively. I think they did their homework. They pretty much watched New Mexico. They knew it almost felt like they were sign stealing us or something. Because like, yeah, if a screen would happen, they would already know. Like it wasn't even like they learned it. They knew like immediately like what would happen. So whether I don't know, they advanced scouted it or whatever, it just seemed like on every aspect of it, they would anticipate what would happen. They would definitely bring the pressure because they knew it would work. Uh, there were moments, there were one, what was it? Nate Marshall, the tight end went out to do a typical Martin Klein, like tight end, like crossing route or whatever, which, Underwood saw, knew, threw, overthrew. But honestly, I don't think Nate Marshall can run that route as well as Martin Klein can do it. So, there's moments that it could have been possible, but just man, there's like I think Oklahoma is underrated. I'm not going to say that they didn't have a factor in why we lost. They're a really solid team, and they did well. I think Mateer is a trooper. I don't, everyone's like saying NFL, NFL. I don't think he's going to make it in the NFL, but he's a solid quarterback, and he's experienced. He's what, like a super senior, so he knows like what to do in situations. And frankly, we didn't tackle. Like we missed like 6 or 7 like tackles that we should have had. So there's parts of it where I think this team is young. This is why I didn't think we were going to win this game. But again, my future outlook for this team still remains a little bit dampered, but at least more positive.
No, but here's where I'll argue though that even with all the shortcomings that we've discussed, ad nauseum here, we were still okay. I think we outscored them in the second half. Did we not?
Yes.
Right. So the fact that we came out in the second half and we outscored them to me is a positive. And again, their lone touchdown drive in the second half, the plays were there to be made, and we were just short in making those plays. Okay. So in my mind, we had a great opportunity to win this game. You can shake your head no, but the truth is the truth, and we had it in our hands. We could have grabbed it, but we didn't.
If you look at purely, yes, the score.
I'm not looking at the score. I'm looking at what was there available for us to do.
Right, but what I'm saying is if OU had played that game, the entire game, like they were down by 21 points, that game would not have been close. That game would not have been close. If they played the game, it's the same thing. They knew
talking about.
OU knew that we couldn't do anything on offense. Come on, man.
What are you talking about?
And you guys are talking about OU was sign stealing. We've been watching Michigan football long enough that you or I or anybody else on this panel could be the defensive coordinator against Michigan, man.
Here's
I
the
know
truth,
every
though.
single play that they're
Here's
gonna
the
run.
truth, though. Even with all that, we still outscored them in the second half, and we still had a great opportunity to win the game. We still did. You can say that
Yes,
we
those
didn't,
are
but we
facts.
did.
Yes, those are facts. Those are facts. However,
Okay. So
like
my
I
point
said,
is,
like I
we
said,
fell a few plays short. It's not like we were blown out of the water and this it was a complete annihilation. It wasn't like like in the second half of the Texas game last year, because Texas pretty much put us out of our misery late in the second half or second quarter, even not even into the second half. But this year, that Michigan team, I'm telling you, we were within one score late into the third quarter. And if we could have just made a couple plays on defense and gotten that ball back, momentum would have been on our side. It would have been squeaky bum time in Norman, Oklahoma. Just given the way that they were even playing, even though they had the lead. The fact that they were muffing punts, the fact that Mateer was overthrowing wide open receivers, the fact that we had a few tip balls that we were this close to intercepting. And then all of a sudden you get the ball back, and now you have a chance to drive and take the lead. All of a sudden, Norman, Oklahoma gets a little bit squeaky, squeaky. Okay.
there was not a single point in that game where I thought we're gonna win this game. There was not a single point. You know what it was? Every time we got the ball, it was like, please just don't go 3 and out. Just get one first down. And I got to tell you this: if we could bet, if we could call what is going to go, what call is going to be what play is going to be called on offense before it happens, if we could bet that, we would be millionaires. I mean, I'm telling you, if we could sit in a room and say $5 on, I don't know, run up the middle to Justice, or, 5 and out and overthrown ball. If I could put money on the play and the outcome of this Michigan offense, we would be millionaires.
Sky, I'm sure there's a legal gambling house in Macau somewhere where you can log in and make that kind of action happen. But here in the United States of America, we don't honor those kind of bets.
Yeah, I mean, even the Justice Hayes 75-yard touchdown, you knew that they were going to run. I mean, they overloaded the line. They
I
brought
thought
in
they should have done more of that.
extra offensive linemen in, and
Yeah,
then
I don't know why we didn't do more of that.
Yeah, he
quite
did a
frankly.
great cutback, and Justice, he's a game changer, and we're not using him the way that we should. And honestly, when him and like Underwood were arguing with each other, uh, that's the passion that Justice Hayes was like, give me the ball, I'll get us the 2 yards. And then Underwood was like, no, let me audible, and threw it to a wide receiver who thought it was a running play, and so didn't even turn around. And so there's things like that where both, one, does Underwood have uh the privilege to be able to change plays right now, because he seemed to have done it. And two, like, yeah, why didn't we just keep sending like 8 offensive linemen out there and play smash ball, but we're still trying to run up the middle against the 7-man front with only 5 offensive linemen. It was just like, it's just mind-boggling that we came out with that kind of scheme to do that. So it was, I mean, I thought our defense played well enough to be able to keep us in the game, and they did. It wasn't great. We could have like definitely used more sacks, tackles, anything like that. Uh, but I think Jake Butt said it, like when he did the analysis of it. He's like, there are things about that game that you can fix and can get better from. And then he did say, like, there are some things about it that just doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, why are you running into a 7-man front? Like, that's not like, you're not gonna win that. Your percentages are not good, but you still did it, and you did it more than once. So that's the thing that boggles me. So I was excited about Lindsay. I don't know.
And I got to tell you, man, speaking of saving,
Saving.
Why does Sharon Moore like to save timeouts until he has to? I mean, first half he had 3 timeouts at the end of that half, and for some reason he likes to save them. I really think he has some side bet going on, and like, hey, I bet you we're gonna have 3 timeouts left at halftime. And then the second half comes, and they got to blow 2 timeouts because they can't get the snap, and now they're down to one. Come on, man. Well, I just don't understand it. Who cares? Even if you're up by 30 points, just use those damn timeouts for once. Give
True.
them a water break.
It goes back to New Mexico too. Like he should have called a timeout so that they reviewed the catch, and he didn't. And then they didn't have time to review it, and they just moved onward. So it was like, dude, come on, like use those timeouts, man.
Yeah, yeah. If there's one thing where it's a fair criticism, I mean, clock management for this coaching staff so far in the 2 years that we've watched them, uh, it's iffy at best. Let's just
Hey,
put
we got Biff Poggi on the mic now.
it. Oh,
Biff Poggi.
I'm telling you, next week I'm gonna watch the games, no sleeves, baby, no
You need to
sleeves.
cut him off, get the
I'm gonna cut
cutoffs
them off,
going.
baby, no sleeves, no sleeves. Guns out, funza, you know what I'm saying? Biff
Oh
style, you know
God,
what I'm saying?
that's a Biff style right there. That's a
There you
Biff
go.
style.
Oh,
Can't wait.
anyway, getting back to this game though. So my takeaways is a lot to improve, obviously, but I'm not at that point where if one end of the spectrum is Bagman and Mr. Squarehead, where you got to start all over, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm all the way at the other end of the spectrum. So if this is the middle, I'm about right here, where clearly there's things where Chip Lindsey, it's up to him to really show me something week 3.
Yes.
And again, not to beat a dead horse, but there's got to be some kind of creativity, something different, something exciting, just to even get the team juiced up.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because if you're on the team, um, and you keep hitting a brick wall basically on some of these plays, that's got to be frustrating as well. And it can't just be, well, if you guys quote unquote executed better,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So for the sake of the morale of the team as well, and to put some juice back into that, get some more mojo back. I would want to see some exciting plays, some explosive plays. And then we got skill positions. I don't know how much skill they got still at this point. Samaj, I mean, McCauley had that one good grab, remember? The
Yeah.
only long pass that we had all game. Bryce basically threw it up, and then McCauley, with his taller frame, went up over the defender to get it.
Tyree it. Tyree
Yeah.
it.
So, if there's more of that, I wouldn't mind either. Give the skill position players a chance to display their skills. Let's get it going. And then, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I hope Marlon Klein comes back this week because I don't want to go through another week of no tight ends. That is just too painful to watch. So I'll raise my glass to good health.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's interesting because Moore is going to be quote gone on Saturday at
Yeah.
midnight for quote 2 weeks, but it's pretty much like a week. Um, so we'll see. I'm glad that they got someone else to be interim coach and not like put Lindsay into
Oh
that
gosh.
coaching position because like that was a disaster last time kind of when we did it, but you're just split, too wide. But CMU, it's not. Come on, like that's we're gonna win. But at Nebraska, oh God, this is like another. This is the make or break. I'm saying this 2 weeks in advance. It's make or break with Nebraska. We're
This
either gonna
guy, come
be
on, stop being so dramatic.
above 500 if we win, and if we don't win at Nebraska, then it's very likely that we could be
Come on.
but we'll see. We'll see what CMU does. If it's smash football and we win like 21-0, like I will not be satisfied.
Wait, against CMU, you're saying?
Yeah, against CMU.
Mhm.
So let's go on to this game against CMU because
Prediction.
This reminds me of I can't remember I think it was Shea Patterson. I can't remember who the quarterback was. This reminds me of the season where we had this adversity. It felt like we had like a cupcake game in between every tough game.
Mm.
And I remember saying, why don't we use these cupcake games to try out new things, try out new plays, right? This CMU game is going to tell
You got to
me,
save those plays for the tough
no,
games.
this CMU is going to tell me if we are indeed cursed. This Chip Lindsay's got to stop acting like Lindsay Lohan and start acting like a real football coach and call some plays that we can quote unquote try out against CMU. So at least when we get to the big boys, maybe I don't know, I don't really consider Nebraska one of the big boys, but
shot in the dark.
when we get to those games, come on, man. At least we've done it in a real live game situation. This is going to be the same thing against CMU. We're going to call the same plays. We're going to be up 17-0. Just run the ball until the game ends, and we're probably going to win like 24-3. And then Moore's going to say, "Oh, we had a great game. I wasn't there, but our boys played hard and blah 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 blah."
I want to know, Squarehead, are you calling for fire more yet or what?
The t-shirts are being printed. Fire more. You know what I have? I'm taking all my Fire Harbaugh t-shirts, crossing out Harbaugh, and writing in more. Come on, man.
This guy, holy smokes. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you though. A lot of people think, maybe Moore was not the right hire, but I'm not in that camp. I am not in that camp. Firmly not in that camp. I think Sharon Moore is a fine coach. He's going to do the job. He's going to get it done. But it does concern me that two offensive coordinators in, but we still see the same old, same old.
Yeah.
Even after a summer of, so many changes, blah blah blah. Um, a huge upgrade in personnel. Let's not lie. You know, credit to all the quarterbacks who played for us last season. But, Bryce Underwood is a huge upgrade at the position. But even despite all that, though, yeah, not much has changed. Let's just be honest. You can't shake that fact. Not much has changed.
You can't, and I think that's the part where it hurts to, I think we always do this every season, is that we hear things that are going to be different. It like doesn't materialize maybe as quickly or even if at all. I mean, we heard like the QBs are like amazing last year, and we come to find out we don't even know who QB1 at the beginning of the season. This year, we know QB is now at least like way better than it was before. Maybe not at the level that we want it to be, but still better. And now it's like, what else is kind of there? So, um, I mean, upcoming CMU, yeah, I think everyone in their right mind wants to see something exciting. And I agree with what Big Reg said, like, give the players something to be excited about. Like, if you're gonna talk about execution, if you're gonna talk about planning and all these things, like give them something to be motivated to do. Like they feel confident, they feel like they can do things, they could smash the other team, whatever it is. But don't put them in a situation where it's like a 7-man front and you only have 5 blockers up there. Like you're asking for a miracle, and we don't have that.
For sure.
That's the part where it has to be shown at Central Michigan. You should use it exactly like Square had said, as practice for Nebraska away game. And I don't like forget hiding anything. Like let's just put it all on the table and say you have to beat us. You have to beat us. Who
Wow.
cares?
These
People
guys
have
want to
been
go
on us all
full
day.
Monty. Full Monty already. Just want to take it all off, huh? Just take it all off.
Like
Three. Come
the
on.
great coach said, put your balls on the table.
Oh, come on. Look what happened to Donnie Brown. Look what happened to Donnie Brown. Those balls they got tapped. They got tapped.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my word. Anywho, let me put this out there. In order for me to be really excited about the outcome of this game, first, I would have to say the defense is going to have to come up with at least 2 turnovers for me to be excited about the progress that they're making. Because 2 turnovers to me indicates they're making plays when they have an opportunity. So I want to see at least 2 turnovers by the defense.
Prop bet.
I wish they did do or turnover prop bets, but they don't. Sad, but true. And the second thing is, I want to see Bryce Underwood with at least 20 yards rushing. This whole time, there's been plays, or I shouldn't say play. There's been opportunities for Bryce to run with the ball.
Yep.
Like he's scanning, he's keeping his eyes downfield. Great trade. I'm happy with that. He is a quarterback first after all. But there's been times where he literally gets right up to the line of scrimmage and he could go for like another 15 yards.
Yep.
And instead he throws it for like to somebody else. Even if, for me, I would prefer him to keep the ball and run it for 15 than pass it for
Get
15.
positive yardage. Do something.
Yeah. In that situation, I'm saying. In that situation, I'd rather have the 15 yards rushing versus the 15 yards passing because it gives the defense something else to think about.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think he doesn't run the ball in that situation?
That's the thing.
Because in high school, he's running that ball.
Yeah. No question.
In high school, he's probably thinking run more than pass. If you think about it, the way high school is set up,
I don't know.
I mean, and how athletic he is against those high school kids. Why do you think he's not running the ball?
Yo no sé. Je ne sais pas.
It's a Michigan curse.
Oh my God, this guy.
There's an invisible wall there. The Michigan curse.
Are you saying that ever since they exorcised Rich Rod from the building, that they're not allowing Michigan quarterbacks to run anymore? Is that what you're trying to infer here? Huh?
It's Michigan curse, man. Michigan curse.
Get out of here.
Anyways,
I'm telling you right now, if Bryce can get 25 yards rushing this game, I will be super happy. If Bryce puts a cherry on top and gets a touchdown on top of that, oh, I'm eating like a happy little piggy all weekend, baby.
I mean, if you want to put that prop bet in, I see that, not exact opposite, but I need to see like 200 plus yards.
I would be happy with that too. I would be happy with 200, 250. I would be happy, but I would be ecstatic, even if it's just 25 yards rushing.
Yeah, and it's still like, I think he threw it, like it said, he threw it to Macaulay like 9 times.
Right. The last game you're talking about.
Yeah, the last game, and so targeted 9 times. Goodwin only twice. Semaj only 4 times.
Well, Semaj sat out a little bit with that injury, whatever.
Yeah, he got concussed probably, but still, like he came back and he didn't get that many more targets on there.
I don't think he got targeted again, did he?
Yeah,
I think he just had the one catch.
He dumped down to Hayes like 5 times for -5 yards because he was literally just balling. He was just trying to get rid of it out of his hands. But this is the part where, I mean, there was better, I guess, distribution across the board, but it's still like, come on, good one you saw in New Mexico. He's got skills. He has capabilities, but something happened in terms of like why he didn't get the ball enough. And I'm like, I was shocked by that one because he played really well against New Mexico. And where are these other wide receivers? Like we got these like 4-star freshmen that didn't even like get a catch or even a throw. And I think at least Marsh got a throw like in the first game, but the second game, I don't think they threw him once. So this is like, I don't know. It was just like weird to see that.
Here's another reason why Moore needs to be fired.
Oh, mamma mia.
Semaj Morgan. First of all, that was a late hit. I mean, that should have been a penalty, no matter what.
Yeah.
But he Did he trip over his? He literally stumbled and fell on his face. He fell on his face because he was concussed. Nobody comes out to get him, and they put him back in the game. Are these people insane? This
Well, he
give
can't
give
go.
me.
He can't go back in unless the
Oh,
doctor.
come on, man.
As medical staff.
Give me a
As medical
dude. If
staff.
I'm Samaj Morgan's mommy, I'm pissed, man. You put my kid back in there. He literally fell on his face. He couldn't even put his hands down in time to brace himself. And they put him back in the game.
That's on the
Dude,
medical staff.
these
That's not on
people
Coach Moore.
need to be fired
If you
now.
go fire anybody, then you gotta ask the questions to the medical staff because they're the only ones with the power of they can or cannot go back in.
Unbelievable, unbelievable that kid came back into the game.
Sky,
Yeah,
are you making this a Brady Hoke situation with
Yes.
the quarterback? Come on, Sky. Holy smokes.
Sugar Shane. You remember Sugar Shane?
Oh my God. Sugar Shane. Nobody called him Sugar Shane. Maybe Saccharine Shane. Come on, Sky. Get out of here. Talking crazy. Holy smokes. Anywho, gentlemen, let's just do a quick uh score prediction. Sorry. Before we do that, parlay picks for the week. You already got mine. Bryce Underwood. Well, you know what? I can't do Bryce Underwood 25 yards. It's so improbable. I can't in good conscience tell the good people of the world to make that their prop bet. So instead I'll go with Justice 80 yards rushing. Put it in the books.
Come on, man. That's not even a stretch.
I told you I'm not making
Justice,
stretches here. My stretch is
80
Bryce
yards.
Underwood 25 yards. That's my stretch. My dream of dreams is Bryce Underwood 25 yards rushing with a rushing touchdown. But for right now, for the peoples to build a solid prop bet that they can win and make some money, Justice 80 yards rushing.
Macaulay 70 yards.
70. Wow.
He had 91 in this last game.
Yeah, but like 70 came on that one play. All right, maybe not 70,
44.
but you get my
44
point.
came on that one play.
All right, Macaulay 70. Wow, these are some big numbers coming out.
I
Macaulay
don't know.
70.
I don't know. I guess we can't do defensive prop bets because I
The
was
only
gonna do
defensive prop bets they'll do is touchdown. But
yeah
I don't even
defensive
think they do
touchdown.
sacks and stuff like that.
No, I don't. Not for college, I don't think.
Yeah, college they don't.
Defensive touchdown. We
Wow.
almost had one. We almost had one the last game. Come on.
All right, we'll put it in. We'll
Almost,
put it
yeah,
in. This is going to be some very long odds on this parlay. Justice 80 yards rushing, Macaulay 70 yards receiving, and the defense scoring a touchdown. Although if you do it on DraftKings, it's defense slash special teams touchdown.
Even better.
Even better.
So that's an even better bet if you're going to go that route. And we raise our glass to that parlay.
Score prediction: Michigan 56, CMU 14.
56 to 14. Interesting. What's all right? 56-14. I'm gonna go
All
with
right.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know nothing about CMU. I don't know the spread. I don't want to know the spread, but I'm going with Michigan 41, CMU 12.
41 to 12. 12 is a funny number, but okay. I'm gonna go CMU 10, Michigan 38.
Wow.
A lot of
Wow.
hits. Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Big
I think we're
Reg.
gonna eat up a lot
Wow.
of clock.
Conservative. Conservative.
No, because I think like you're saying, I still think Chip Lindsey's gonna do plays that eat up a lot of clock. So there's not gonna be as many scoring opportunities. So 38 feels like a good number for me. 38 to 10.
Wow. Still. Big Reg would have hit like the 660 some number against CMU in
Yeah.
prior years.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Sky.
It's true.
The doubt creeping in doesn't even know it. He called 30 something for Michigan against CMU. Wow.
Oh god.
What's the over under on Connor Stallions somehow sneaking into this game? That would be awesome.
No, he's like 8-year ban, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he can't sneak in somehow.
Oh, that's true, I guess. It
I'm
would
not
be
talking sidelines. I'm talking in the stand somewhere.
it would be the game for him to sneak back into.
Yeah. No, but he can still go to games as a fan, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know what the show clause is.
Yeah, I think he can still go. That'd be fun. It'd be the Connor Stallions Bowl.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right, gents, fun times. I don't want to say this is a make or break week because obviously it's not, but in some ways, it's kind of a make or break week. You know?
It's make or break for my hope for this team, yes.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
what I'm
let me
saying.
let
Like,
me ask you one last thing before
all
we
right,
go.
ask away.
Odds of us losing this game.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
It's not
No,
gonna
let me.
be so easy.
I'm being sincere. What are the odds of us losing this game?
Uh,
0.
5%.
So
Uh,
why don't we put money line bets on these games? Who cares if they're if they're like minus 500?
yeah, what's the point?
We can. We can get
I mean, it's guaranteed money.
Yeah,
wager.
but you're gonna put down like let's say $100 and win like 50 cents. What's the
100
point?
to 500 is. Oh yeah, I guess 100 to 500 is like $5.
Yeah.
Let me just look. Let me just look.
Yeah, look at what the money line is.
It's got to
The
be
money
like
line bet
minus
for this
1,000.
game.
Minus 1,000?
I mean, not minus a thousand. Wait.
Yeah.
Minus 1,000.
No
No,
way. It's minus
minus 7,000. Money line.
7,000? Oh, never
Michigan.
mind.
You bet
And
$10.
let's put $1 on CMU. Come on, man.
Can you see it?
$1 on
Let's go.
CMU.
That's
But-
plus 7,000. Yes. Okay. $1 at CMU.
No, you put $10 down, you win 14 cents on Michigan.
No. I said $1 on CMU.
Dollar on CMU plus 7,000.
Well, $1 on CMU will win you $20.
That's it?
Yeah, it's plus
Why is
2,000.
it minus 7,000? Oh, 2,000 you said.
Yeah, 2,000
Oh, I thought you said
plus
7,000.
2,000 for Central Michigan.
Oh, got it.
Minus 7,000 money line for Michigan, though.
Oh, whoa.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
They
well,
don't
what's
want
the
to
point?
reward you for the major upset.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
All
I
right.
mean,
Well,
the bookmakers have this over under at 43, 43 and a half. So they don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair either.
Yeah, they have no faith. They have same Michigan curse thing that Squarehead has.
Yeah. I mean, they have the spread at 27 and a half with an over under of 43 and a half. So what does that tell you?
Okay, we'll see.
Anywho, gentlemen, this Michigan team, uh, just just waiting for that breakout. It's already week. Well, it's only week 3, and we're already kind of, just a little bit worried. Just waiting for a breakout. So I'm gonna raise my glass and hope for the best this week. Bryce, I want to see some JJ kind of magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy
Yeah.
in his first NFL start. We raise a glass to you.
Oh, great.
NFC Player of the Week.
Michigan man, champion.
Michigan man, a man that was much uh, denigrated by a certain panel member here today. I don't want to name names, but I think we know who. Someone who doubted him all throughout his Michigan career, but he persevered, became an undefeated national champion. So
hey! What one game does not make a goat? Come on, man.
I didn't say it was the GOAT. What are you talking about? I just said he's player of the week.
After throwing that pick 6, I turned to my kid and I was like, "You see that? That reminds me of Michigan."
Oh my gosh.
That's what I said.
And then when he scored the last touchdown on a rush, that proved to be the game winner. You know what I said? I said that's Michigan right there when he rushed it in. Oh, so I raised my class to that.
Yes, go blue.
Anywho's, fellas, I forgot. Yeah, I got all sidetracked now. So I got to restart my thing. So we raise our glass to the Michigan Wolverines. Hope for the best. We're hoping for some juice, just something to get excited about again. You know what I mean? Something to get us salivating again. Because we already lost the feeling after week 2.
Please.
Right before week 1, we were all just giddy and hyped up. I just want to get even a little bit of that feeling back after this one against CMU. So raise my glass. That's it. Go blue.
Go
Go
blue.
blue.
Yes.